Hello friends, this is me, Abhinav Kumar, and you're watching Thrown in the Deep channel. Well, actually, now I'm Dr. Abhinav Kumar. Ha. So, back to the point of the video. So you've traveled a long way from your home country, and now you're here in the UK. Your comfort in the UK depends on how much money you spend. And to spend that money conveniently can become sometimes a bit of a technical challenge. For example, your landlord in the UK will want a deposit in his bank account, and you do not have a Great Britain pound account. So how are you going to make a deposit from India, or ask a local guardian that you might have in the UK to send the money over to them? What about any other transaction, let's say in the shop, in the metro, in the tram, or even in a grocery store? Of course, you might have something like a Forex card to make these payments, or even an international debit card. But it's not quite convenient, and sometimes the transactions do fail. But in this video, I'll teach you a way where you can go about spending your hard-earned money just like a UK citizen with a UK bank account, all without having an actual UK bank account. So check out a video of me shopping to see how I do it.
Please follow the instructions on the chip and pin device. Please wait while we process. Payment accepted.
So that was quite convenient, right? So let's take you from struggling with your Forex card and your OTPs to something simpler like
Payment accepted.
in this video. I'll teach you how to register for a bank account like the way I did it, then setting the country to UK, starting a currency account in the Great Britain pound currency, getting a card, getting your bank account details so others can put money into that account if you wish, as well as sending that money to your home country. In my case, I'll be referring to India. Follow me. Hello and welcome back to Thrown in the Deep. So let's just jump into it. We'll be using a company called TransferWise, which is currently renamed as Wise.com. Like almighty. So back to the computer screen we go. So first of all, we type in the Wise account address, the website loads up, you go to register, create your account, blah blah blah, choose a personal account, and we'll end up choosing, we'll choose India instead of UK, okay, because it asks for the primary residence. We'll go with India. We'll enter a phone number, enter the confirmation code that comes to that number, create a password. All right. Now for the next part, the moment you log in, you get offered transaction right away. Okay, but you can see that X out there. Click it. Now this is your home screen. On the left hand side, you will see a couple of options. So first, let's go with get started. They will ask a little bit about ourselves. Go ahead, enter it up. Choose an occupation, choose anything. That doesn't really matter. Confirm. Sorry, this feature is not available in your region. What do you think that means? It means that to use the full features of Wise, you cannot enter an Indian address because the Indian government does not permit you to use the features of like convenient money transfer internationally, as I think, and other reasons which I don't know, terrorism and stuff. So anyway, skip India. Let's try entering UK instead. You can enter any address. It could be your local address where you are staying in UK, or any relative's address, or any landlord's address that you're planning to stay at. Anything will work. Okay. So you can see that it says we are sorry, cards haven't reached India yet. Nothing has reached India yet, except just a little bit. They can store your money in Indian rupees, but they cannot use it to transact. Okay, we'll come to that. So next, we'll go back and switch it to UK. Now go to your details. Choose edit details. Now in the country section, choose United Kingdom and enter and modify all the details. You can see that finally UK was selected. Now you come back to your home page. Now you open a currency account. You want to open a Great Britain pound account. Okay, so choose a British pound, confirm. Now there you go, your bank account is open. It's that easy. So the first option is add some money. How much do you want to add? And they ask you which currency you're paying with. You cannot pay with Indian rupees because, like I was saying, Indian rupees is quite restrictive. It's much more of the Western or the English speaking countries that are quite convenient, quite friendly in terms of international transfer. As you'll come to know once you set foot in UK and find out that you cannot bring a lot of money from India to UK, but you can send as much money as you want back to India from UK. So yeah, because India is quite sensitive about its foreign reserve, but UK on the other hand seems to be swimming in it. So yeah, so how much money you want to add? So the first method, they want you to add with your bank account. They think that you are a UK citizen, you'll probably have a UK bank account. So they will want you to add your money from a UK bank account to Wise. What Wise thinks is, it's a transfer Wise. It's intended for transferring cash to other countries. So this is much of like an easier method to do it. So that's what Wise thinks you are aiming for. But no, your goal is quite different. Your goal is to get the debit card and be able to pay conveniently at every store in the UK or in any transport for that matter. But you can see that the total fee is free if you transfer from a bank account. But if you choose debit card, they will charge you the nominal fees of debit card like MasterCard, Visa, American Express. They do charge a little bit of commission, right? For the convenience of using their services to pay with cards. So yeah, that's the commission. Same with credit card. They charge 6 pence for 20 pence for a £20 transaction. On the other hand, the cheapest option would be bank transfer because that's usually backed by the government and bank transfers are free. But of course, you don't have a bank account. So let's take another example. You choose £200. You can see that by default they give you the bank transfer option, which is going to be free even for a massive amount like £200. So you saw the fee was 6 pence for a £20 transfer with a debit card into Wise. You can see that 20 became 200, so multiplied by 10. So the commission increased from 6 pence multiplied by 10 to 60 pence. So of course you don't have a UK bank account. The other option to go for is a debit card or a credit card. Let's say you have an Indian Forex card with you. You know you're going to be paying 60 pence for a £200 transfer with a debit card. But surprise. Now, the moment you enter your Forex card, which is issued in India or any other country for that matter, you will see that the total price, the commission has increased all the way up to £6.58. And why is that? Their explanation is, it looks like this card was issued outside of a country that uses GBP, even if it's a Forex card. So we'll add a fee to cover the extra processing cost. If your card isn't in GBP, your bank may charge you a fee. Since you'll most likely have, it depends. If you have put GBP in that card, then the conversion fee will not be there. But since the card is still issued in a different country, that is £6.58 that will be charged. On the other hand, if you have a typical Indian bank debit card, then the bank would charge conversion fee in the background, and Wise would still charge their £6.58 commission that they have. So you can see that I have 2 debit cards saved here. Both of them are Indian, and whichever one I choose, it still gives me the £6.58 commission. That's only for £200. If I do it if I am transferring £1,000, then £6.58 will be multiplied by 5. So how much does £6.58 come up to? That's like 656 rupees as of recording this video. So let's go back, choose another method. So you think you can transfer money from an Indian bank account into this bank account to use it conveniently? Let's see what happens when you click it. You're restricted by the options they list in the website. Choose your bank. It's one of the banks that is available in UK. So we'll go ahead and cancel this transfer. Now they'll ask us, why are you cancelling this transfer? Did you pay? No, I did not pay. And if you paid, they would have given you an option of where you want the money to go back. Of course, they'll cross-check if the money actually comes in the first place. Now, how do you get cards? Most important. So on the left-hand panel, you click cards. You can see I have a couple, but I'll teach you how to make one. So first, you need to apply for a physical card. It's always applying for a physical card first. You have to pay £5 for it. The moment you place an order, £5 will get deducted from your account and the card will be dispatched in a couple of days. But immediately after that, you can get these digital cards, load them on your phone, use something like an NFC feature in your Google Pay, and start paying at all kinds of shops right away. In fact, I don't even use my real card because it's something I need to carry. Easier than that if I'll be carrying my cell phone. Inside my cell phone, I'll already have the virtual card added. I can just pay right away with a virtual card with an NFC. I just tap my phone and paid. First step is to get a physical card. Then only will Wise let you get virtual cards. So yeah, get a digital card after you've done getting the physical one. Get a digital card. Now you can see all the card details. Let's say you want to add it to your Uber app or Deliveroo app or anywhere. Or make a payment and then delete the card after the payment since you are afraid somebody might steal your card data. So once you're done with payment, delete it off. So you just saw that my bank account details were available, right? So let's see how to get that. You go to your manage. You choose the currency that you want, choose British pound. There you go. So if you are inside the UK, these are the details you can give to anybody else in the UK to transfer money to you. Most of the times you don't need the IBAN number, just the account number and the sort code, that's all. Similarly, the outside the UK have some other options which you can give to people transferring you money internationally. So let's open the Indian account, the most wanted feature that you're looking for. So you choose a currency account. This time you choose an Indian rupee. Go ahead. So what do they say? You'll be able to hold INR to pay for future transfers. You can't add INR directly, but you can still get INR by converting it from another currency in your account. Okay. So to put it short, it will be something like you earn in pounds, then you transfer it to this Wise, then you convert it to Indian rupees, and then you can probably send it back to India if you wish. These are the past transactions that I've made. So now how do we add money to it? You can choose what you're paying with. Most likely you will have British pound in your balance. Let's say you are paying 200 rupees. So I'll pay £2.02, and Wise will of course have their fees in it, which is quite low, like extremely low, and the amount they will be converting is £2.01. So and the guaranteed rate, that means for every £1 that I spend, I will be getting 99 rupees and 33 paisa going into my account. So let's continue. Now for the payment, we choose this option. Only work if you have a UK bank account because we're paying with pounds. This is not the way to go. What you would be doing instead is you will be converting one of your already held currencies into INR. And just like that, you have 200 rupees in your INR account. What you can do next is, next step is transferring cash back to India. So you hit the send button, then you choose the amount of money you want to send, whether it's same currency or international currency. Like you can use INR to send to a different currency if you wish, but in this case we'll be sending it back to India itself, so same currency. How much you enter, they will charge a fixed fee of about 30 rupees and then they will send the rest to India. So then I have already entered all the details. They get filled up here, my IFSC code and my account number of an Indian bank account. But let's say you want to pay somebody else, like your landlord or anything. So you can choose a recipient. You fill up all the stuff, or you can do it with the UPI method as well. Give any reason. Now this is a quick summary and the reference. This reference goes to the person who's getting paid. This is not for you. And now enter the password and you watch the transfer. Now we'll talk about a concept called direct debit. It's quite commonly seen here, at least I've experienced, for things like gym, for your GMC membership annual renewal, or anything that works on a subscription model. That usually comes under the direct debit, which again you can take advantage of with Wise, but you cannot do it with your other Indian bank account, for example. So let's see what that is. So you can see you can set up a direct debit and you can choose whichever currency account that you have. As you can see that I have a couple. You can just make it with a click of a button, like how you made your GBP account. You could make as many others as you want. So you can see that I have Euro, British Pound, US dollars, Australian dollars, and the other grayed out ones are also the ones that I can make. I just need to click a button to create it. Otherwise they are gray as of now. And once you choose, you get this bank account details. You're welcome to put your money into my account if you wish. Most of the times direct debit is set up by the company that you will be paying. If you need to pay GMC for your registration renewal fees, GMC will be the one saying, here is our direct debit screen, please fill up the details and we'll set it up for you, and stuff like that. And the screen is just there to show you the direct debits that you have and when the next debit will be. Now the most important thing, paying people. How do you pay people with Wise? Let's say, for example, your landlord. So you go to your recipients, the people who will receive your money. You go down to, let's say, for example, you can see this is my landlord. I have all his details here. He had sent me his bank account detail and sort code. I filled that up and gave it some other details, and yeah, now with one click I can just send money. If you click on send money, this page opens up. You're paying in the same currency, but it's again assuming that you're sending it from low cost transfer, means it's thinking that you're paying it from your bank account. What you will have to choose is Wise account transfer, because you've already added the money in your Wise account. Choose that and see the fee has gone down to 0. Everything else has some sort of fee. Let's stick to our trusty old Wise account transfer. Then you just go pay it. So yeah, you saw that I had a couple other currency accounts. Let me show you how to make another one. You can go to open currency account, open a new account, choose which currency you want. You can even choose the ones which Wise does not support. Let's go with Australian dollar, for example, this one. And there you go, you have it. You can go drop down and then you get account details. And nothing. They're verified, and there you go. You have account details for your Australian bank account. Now we made an Australian bank account, right? Now time to close it. See how easy it is. Let's try closing INR instead. Go to more, close account. You can only close an account if you have zero currency in it, like then it should be 0. You can go close account, and just like that, poof, gone, closed. Let's try closing an account where there's some balance. Well, cannot be done. Let's do it again with the Australian. This cash versus stocks account. When you choose a currency, you can see that it has this logo cash next to it. If you choose to hold the currency as stocks, it's quite a big risk, because stock market can go up or down, and then your balance in your Wise account will change accordingly. So unless you know what you're doing, don't convert to a stock account. Now, one of the most fun things is something called creating a piggy bank. You can create a piggy bank, they are called jars. So to create a jar, all you need to do is, you need to go to the bottom left, you will see create jar. They will ask you what you're creating it for. Any day. Then choose a currency that you would like to store it in. Pounds. Then this is the amount of cash that you currently have actively as in currency. You can choose any amount, you can transfer it to your jar. So if you make a jar of pounds, it will only accept pounds in it. Then you can make another jar for Australian dollars, US dollars, and store that currency in it. Done. With just one click of the button, it's removed. The money is removed from your pound account and has been sent to your pound jar. So the advantage of doing this is, let's say your card gets lost or something like that happens in UK. What is normally seen is at least up to £100 or so, there is no confirmation or password asked for payments. So people just tap their card and money gets deducted up to £100. You could be robbed of £100 right away if somebody finds your card. So what I do is I put small amounts of money active and the rest in the jar. So the money in the jar is treated as money you don't have at the moment. So maximum you can pay with the card is like £15 or £20, how much ever you've kept. And the rest will be in the jar. Every time you need something, or if you think you need to make a bigger purchase but your card does not have that much money, you can just go to your cell phone, transfer more money from your jar. You can withdraw some money from your jar back into your account, and and then you can use the card to pay for your purchase. Now you can see I have this money in my jar. You can change the jar's logo, you can change the jar's name, but you cannot change the jar's currency. You might have to make a new one, or you can delete the jar once it's empty. So yeah, you withdraw all the money from your jar and it gets credited back into your pounds currency account. Now you can close it. Alright guys, so that's it. Subscribe for more. I wish I could have made this video a little better, but I'm not getting the time. So I hope you understand something from this. I will have the reference code down below to sign up for Wise. In that way we both will get some benefit, I guess, in the near future. So yeah, follow through in the deep for more nice content, and catch you later. Bye guys. So the advantage of doing this is,